Oh, I want to start off about name badges. If you can, wear your name badge. If you're missing a name badge, you lost your name badge, or maybe your name badge looks a little old or faded, we're happy to make you a new name badge. Yeah, I know there's a pride factor with that too. You know, no. So you can do that. Just let me know, and I will get them made. It'll take a couple days. They'll be in the Ballard room downstairs, what we call a badge tree. It's really a coat rack right by the computer. Whenever the building's open, you'll have access to that. If you are say a new master gardener and you just got your 40 hours, let me know. I'll let Katie know. She'll change your status, and Christina will make you a badge. So just let me know when you're to 40 hours. And I think we got about 4 or 5 new master gardeners who got their 40 hours because of SIWA. So I don't want to thank all the folks that were involved with SIWA. It turned out, I think, very well. What I did, the news I have is I don't have a lot of news of like drama or anything. It must have went pretty smooth, so that was nice. So the other thing is not here today. Joel Patton is taking on a leadership role with the speakers. We had a meeting the other day and it went pretty well. We've got 3 schedulers with Joel and myself. We'll try to work out any requests people have for speakers. Send it on the MG Mont email, and then I will pitch it over to Joel and the schedulers. So the other thing is, you're giving a talk and maybe you're real popular and you go out and you give your own talk, but you don't tell the schedulers, it doesn't get on the list, and we need that to get on the list to get the stats and things like that. So just let us know and the schedulers know. So that's good news, and we've been trying to get that for a while. What's about that? Oh, let's see. I think I got just really one more thing. Is our next meeting is going to be back here. It's our holiday party. It's December 4th. Linda's going to have you more details on that. The other thing is up at MC. I got a new class for next semester. I got a new design class, Sustainable Landscape Design. So that's kind of cool. It's a hybrid class, and we're doing a couple other new classes here in the, next fall. And I'm probably going to have try to teach the pest management class next fall. So that's been real hard to kind of fill the shoes with loss of Stanton. So, but we think we got a plan for that. So after that, I think at this point, I'm just going to pitch it over to Linda. Let her give you announcements.
Okay. Thanks, Steve. I just wanted to follow up a minute for the badges. I don't know how many of you are interacting with the public regularly, but I know I'm at Urban Gardening and I'll go up to people on the sidewalk and I'll say, hey, Montgomery County Master Gardeners are here today and we're talking about, I don't know, microgreens or whatever it is. And it's good to have my badge because then they really know that I am a Master Gardener and not a wacko standing on the sidewalk. So I am a wacko too, but but it's important to make sure people know who we are, 1. And 2, if people forget badges, because mine resides in my car, so if I drive my truck, I'm going to forget my badge. So, we can politely say, hey, don't forget your badge next time. And the person goes, okay. Or they might say, oh, I don't have one yet. And you say, okay, you need to talk to Steve. I mean, the interaction needs to be polite and just remind people to wear them. Which brings me to number 2 announcement, which is remembering to be polite, not only to the public, but to one another. In the past month, I've heard a few little grumbles here and there between people, and it's like, we're volunteers. We're here for the fun. We want to have fun. We want to educate. We want to be educated. I learn something every time I go to an event. So, politely talk to people if they've made a mistake or you disagree. Just be polite and respectful. Take it off to the side and talk to people. Like we all are stressed. Just keep it polite and fun. Have fun. Which brings me to number 3. Number 3. Holiday party. Yay! So next month on Thursday, December 4th, we're going to be right here at the fairgrounds in the bigger room. We're going to have our holiday party. Remember, it's a potluck lunch that begins at noon. Yes, we'll have some appetizers and some talking before. So if you want to come early. And it's followed by our outstanding service on our Lifetime Achievement Awards. So it's very important to come support your friends that you all have nominated. Some of you have been nominated, and you'll get an award. Um, in addition to that, some fun things. We're going to do another canned food drive, right, Carol? Yes, we are. And thank you for all the canned foods. We're going to do a seed exchange. It's a little different. We didn't get to do our plant swap, so we're going to do a seed exchange. And Terry's going to be doing that, and she'll talk to you in a minute. And we're going to still do the gift exchange. So lots of things going on. Should have lots of fun at our party. You get to see all your buddies. So mark your calendars for the party on December 4th, and more details will be coming out very soon. All right, I'm going to jump into the Master Gardener recognitions while I'm up here. All right, so first we're going to talk about close encounters with agriculture. Many of you have been there and done that. A lot of you that I'm seeing in the crowd there today did that this year, and I was up there too. So you know that we work with the fourth graders from Montgomery County. We get about 500, no, more than 500, whatever, a bunch of kids. And 3 different curriculums. It's aligned with what they're learning in school. Oh, 100,000 students. There you go. Anyway, so I'm just going to, I talk to committee chairs, and they never know who to recognize. So we're going to recognize everybody. Everybody that did more than a couple days, here we are. Right? It takes a village, right? It takes a village to do this kind of activity. So thank you to everybody that was there. The kids were marvelous, and the weather for the most part was great. All right, Harvest Festival. So, first Saturday in October, and many things going on. We have the children's related games, Tussie Mussies, tours of the demonstration garden, plant clinic, and other committees that were there with the table. So lots of fun. And again, didn't want to recognize just one person, but several. So Friday setup, Saturday with the logistics, Baywise, Ask a Master Gardener, Make a Butterfly, pot painting, and Saturday Tussie Mussies. So thank you to everybody that was at Harvest Festival. That's an interesting slide. Okay, anyway, gleaning. So we partnered, the Master Gardeners partnered with Harvest Share. We went out to, is it Norman's farm? Okay, Norman's farm. And the first day they got over 3,000 pounds. And how much did we get the second day? Over 3,000 pounds again. Just phenomenal amounts of produce. Tomatoes, eggplant, and lots of different types of peppers. So thank you to Norman and his farm. And to Kat and Sue, who were kind of the wranglers of the rest of us. Okay, so that's done. I'm going to turn this over to Dave to present our slate of officers and to vote on the slate of officers for the board.
Okay, everybody. This is our slate of officers for the board for 2026. And I would entertain a motion to accept this board as listed here. Yeah. All right. Second. All right, we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor for this slate of board members, please say aye. Okay, I can't believe anybody would say no, but anyway, thank you very much. Okay, we can turn the lights back on. Just a couple of very quick other notes. I'm going to mention, even though Len said to wait, if you have any photos from this year of any event that you may have done, Len desperately needs those, and he puts together a fantastic photo book at the end of every year, and so he looks for not just Master Gardener events, but any travels that you may have gone on, anything like that, you can contact him and talk to him about it. But he's always looking for great photos from you, so please contribute so that the photo book is more than just a couple of plant clinics from me. Okay, so that's essentially what you got. The other thing I wanted to mention very quickly is that uh, uh, you might know that I work for another nonprofit that's called Mac Recycle Clinic, and we refurbish computers. And if you know anybody who, given the government shutdown, or anybody who might need a computer, please talk to me about it. We have a lot of, we're Macintosh-based group, or Chromebooks in some cases. But if you know anybody who's been laid off and could use a computer to help them find a job or do anything, we contribute a lot of computers to a lot of different groups and things. But I wanted to throw that out there because you may have, even in your faith communities, if you know somebody there, we're open to any kind of recommendation there. Thank you.
It still is. Okay, it just got moved. All right. I'm Dave Colosico, and I'm here to talk about an event that the board just recently approved for 2026. It's a three-part event that's being overseen by Joel Patton, who's also working on the Speakers Bureau. And of the three parts, I'm responsible for a plant sale. So we're anticipating that we will now have an annual plant sale. This will essentially be our first annual. It was part of Grow It, Eat It in the past and very successful. Now we are anticipating a plant sale that would help raise funds for Master Gardener programs in the future. The plant sale is going to be on April 25th, right at the Agricultural Historical Farm, and we're anticipating the hours will be 10 to 2 or 9 to 1, depending upon ultimately how the whole thing comes together and how much time will be required to set it up that morning. All of our plant material will be purchased for sale this year. Steve, Joel, and I did networking with Frederick County Master Gardeners and also Washington County Master Gardeners, and and an experience I had in the past to develop the program that we're going to offer this year. The event is, can you turn off the lights just to make the colors a little prettier? So the event will be successful with the engagement of a number of people. And right at this time, we're looking for a few key individuals who will help define the program. So the program main plant categories will be as listed here: perennials, tomatoes, vegetables, herbs, and annuals. So what I'm looking for is 1 or 2 people who has a passion for any one of these items that would like to be involved with creating the menu for the plant sale. So I'm hoping that by January, we will have identified the tomatoes that we want to sell, and we can start placing our orders actually in January or February. We get a little bit of a price discount if we can do it in January. So my contact information is down on the bottom here, and I'd love to hear from those folks who would like to be involved with any one of these categories. Ultimately, it'd be great if a person who was passionate about perennials would take the lead of not only helping order that, but of organizing whatever team would be involved with getting them ready for sale, which would mean receiving them on the Thursday or Friday before the sale and pricing them. And then during the sale, that person and some other folks will be available to speak with customers about those different plants. Perennials will include natives, and so somebody who has a native passion would be great to have as this core group. Secondly, it'd be great to have a secretary who could record minutes during meetings that we could share on a shared drive and help keep us on track with what it is we've committed to doing. And also someone who would take on the lead for the cashiering role. So we will anticipate having folks that will tally plant orders that our customers bringing to the table, and then cashiers who actually ring them up. But one person will kind of coordinate both of those functions and perhaps lead some training. In the future, for the number of roles for just the daily setup and cleanup and involvement with the plant sale, we'll have a sign-up app in set up. So this is a Master Gardener program that last year celebrated their 25th plant sale. At this program, they grow their own plants and they also purchase plants. Over the 25 years, they've been able to raise enough funds to buy a secondhand hoop house and put it on extension property, which helps support the plant sale. And also with the proceeds from the plant sale, they fund a $10,000 a year scholarship program for folks entering a horticultural field. And this is the veggie team. These teams get very passionate about what they're doing. And so this team came up with these t-shirts so customers can easily identify what proud part of the plant sale they are. The tomato team wears red beanies with a little green sprout on top. So just kind of some fun. It's in the process. Master gardeners will be allowed to purchase plants towards the end of the sale. We want to have the public available for the first crack. And lastly, I'm hoping that through a great public relations effort and having the right mix of plants, that when we open our doors on the morning of April 25th, we see this kind of line of folks, people waiting to buy plants. Anyway, this is on Cape Cod in Falmouth, Massachusetts. Yeah, yeah. Any general questions that I can answer now? Again, April 25th. And we'll be setting up on the Thursday and Friday before that time. So the demo garden will obviously be in the demo garden. The piece that I really missed talking about is, so the demo garden with Mary Jo and Wendy taking the lead will offer some kind of program through the demo garden. In the middle parking lot, we will have an expo of Master Gardener facets. So there might be a table for Baywise, there might be a table about plant clinics. It was suggested perhaps there'd be a knife sharpening event. And then we have the plant sale. So it's a three-pronged event. Two of them are directly related to educating the public, and the other is an investment towards future programs. So I'm looking especially for those folks who would like to help with the plant sale. Joel Patton will be coordinating the Master Garden Expo, and he'll be contacting the leaders of the various departments in the future to let them know of what's available and to find out what level of interest they have. Thank you. That's it. Oh, yes.
Terry.
Hello, I'm Terry Valenti. Ann and I, please, Ann, yeah, are here to welcome you all to the holiday party and join in on our, I guess, first seed swap we'll be having with Master Gardeners. So we're inviting you to bring any kind of viable seeds that you have, whether you collected them or they're commercial. And we'll give a little more guidance. It's going to come from Ann mid-November. But essentially, just put some seeds in some kind of sealable envelope, put what they are on there, and join the fun. It's going to be bring so many seeds, you get the same amount of seeds back. So bring as little or as much as you'd like. We do have a local nursery seeding us, so we will have lots of different variety out there. And we're just really saying, if you have questions now, feel free to grab Ann or I. We're sitting kind of in the middle there, and just let us know.